What's up YouTube, it's your boy Nash here, welcome back to the channel. Now before we get started with today's video, the road to 200 subs has now come to a close and we're now on the road to 500 subs. Who knows, maybe we might hit 500 subs by the end of the summer. Only time will tell, but as I have said in previous videos, if this channel does get to 500 subs, I will open up this Korean LOB booster box in its entirety on the channel that I got from my partners over at Collector Store. So be sure to check them out. Link and address excuse me, will be in the description below. By checking them out, not only does it support them, it also supports the channel, and I would greatly appreciate it. On the hopes to potentially pull a Blue Eyes White Dragon, a Dark Magician, a Red Eyes Black Dragon, a piece of Exodia, Monster Reborn, Pot of Greed. The possibilities are out there. However, if this channel gets to 1,000 subs, I will open up this first edition Toon Chaos box in its entirety on the channel that I also got from my partners over at Collector Store, on the hopes to potentially pull a collector's rare out of the set, much similar to what I pulled out of my Genesis Impact box that I opened up right around this time last year, which is this beautiful B-Cop from the Underworld. This thing looks absolutely beautiful, you guys. But with that being said, if you guys want to see those boxes get opened, maybe you guys want more episodes of WWE's Biggest Issue, maybe you guys want more episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh's Biggest Issue, deck profiles, card discussions, WWE topic videos, or maybe, just maybe, you guys want some premium live event predictions and results. Well, if you guys want all that and more, my channel is the place to be. So if you guys are new to the channel, and I know that a lot of you guys are, because more than 80% of you guys are watching the content, but you guys aren't even subscribed. And to top it all off, we got to get more women to watch the content as well. So if you guys are watching the content, you like the content, and you want more of the content, but you guys have not subscribed as of yet, then make sure you guys do indeed subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, smash that thumbs up button on this video, and as always, make sure you guys are following me on all of my social media. All of my ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And I want you guys to post in the comments below answering the question of the day, which is this: which deck would you guys consider to be the most overrated of all time? Let me know down in the comments below. And for today's video, speaking of decks, if you guys are if you guys remember the old, I think the old GX card known as Allure Queen, then you guys will know that Allure Queen basically has an archetype. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking that it's all cap, but it's not. It actually is not. So if you guys don't remember the original Allure Queen, I'm actually gonna go on Nexus here on the iPhone, and I'm gonna show you guys what the effects do. Give me 1 second. Go to a random deck. And now, okay, so if you guys don't remember, Allure Queen was, I believe, an old GX card, if I remember correctly, or it could have been an old Zexal card. It's one or the other. But there was Allure Queen level 3, 5, and 7. Level 3's effect level 3's effect reads as follows: once per turn during your main phase, you can select a level 3 or lower monster on your opponent's side of the field and equip it to this card. Only one card at a time can be equipped due to this effect. If this card would be destroyed by battle, the equipped monster is destroyed instead. During your standby phase, by sending this card to the grave while it's equipped due to its effect, special summon level 5 from your hand or deck. Now level 5 reads as follows. Once per turn, during your main phase, if this card was special summoned by the effects of level 3, you can select a level 5 or lower monster on your opponent's side of the field and equip it to this card. Only one card at a time can be equipped due to this effect. If this card would be destroyed by battle, the equipped monster is destroyed instead. And during the standby phase, by sending this card to the grave, while it's equipped, due to its effect, special summon level 7. Now level 7 reads the exact same thing. Once per turn during your main phase, if this card was special summoned by the effect of level 5, you can select a monster on your opponent's side of the field and equip it to this card. Only one card at a time. And if this card would be destroyed by battle, the equipped monster is destroyed instead. So that's pretty much what they do. They basically equip each other. They basically equip to other cards, which is pretty insane. But who would have ever thought that Allure Queen would become an archetype? Because in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the new about the brand new Allure Queen cards that have been revealed for Battles of Legend Terminal Revenge. And I'm not going to waste any time. There are, I believe, only 3 cards to talk about. Yeah, so there are only 3 cards to talk about. But honestly, I never would have imagined that Allure Queen would ever get any new cards whatsoever. But what's interesting is that I said it before, I'll say it again. Usually with, whenever we get new cards in a Battles of Legend set, whether it was whether it was Light's Revenge, Hero's Revenge, Armageddon, Brothers of Legend, this set, whatever, 9 times out of 10 they're all usually gimmicky, like cards that are just a bit too gimmicky, and they end up just not being good. But this set of cards, I'm not entirely sure. Maybe they might be good, but we will have to wait and see as we get into the first new card, which is called Golden Allure Queen, which is a Dark Spellcaster Link 3 with 2500 attack, and its arrows are left, bottom, and right. And it requires 3 spellcasters, and it has 3 separate effects. The first one reads, if this card is Link summoned, you can special summon 1 Allure Queen monster from your hand or grave, and if you do, this card gains 1500 attack until the end of the next turn. So basically, it goes up to 4000, which is pretty cool. And you also get a sort of like a reverse Cyber Rev system, if you will, which is pretty cool. The second effect reads, you can activate the effects that equip a monster that equip a monster to themselves of monsters with Allure Queen in their original name as quick effects. So basically, if you have, let's say, level 7 on board, and you have this card on board, and you're able to special summon level 7, you can literally use level 7's effect as a quick effect just off of the effect of this card, which is pretty cool. But it can oftentimes miss timing, so that's like the only downside to those types of cards. But with that being said, the third effect reads, once per turn, when your opponent activates a card or effect as a quick effect, funny enough, you can destroy 1 card on the field. Also, Allure Queen monsters you control cannot be destroyed by card effects for the rest of the turn. So honestly, that's pretty cool. I mean, being able to just pop pop cards at random, that's pretty cool. I got to admit. Not really gonna say a whole lot, because obviously these are like brand new to us, but generally speaking, I think oh my god, what's the one archetype? Ugh. I would say Dark Magician, but I think the Allure Queen cards would contradict what the Dark Magician decks are trying to do. So a part of me kind of wants to say Pendulum Magician would probably be the best option, that, you know, where you can put these cards in. I feel like it's Pendulum Magician, but it could be others. Who knows? Not entirely sure though. But I think these cards might end up making Pepe even more dangerous than ever before. But next up, we have Allure Palace, which is actually their field spell, and the third effect is actually a thrice per turn, meaning you can actually use it 3 times in a single turn. And the first effect reads spellcasters you control gain 500 attack and defense. All right, I mean that's pretty decent. Second effect reads Allure Queen effect monster control gain this effect. You can send this card equipped with a card by its own effect to the grave. Special summon a spellcaster with 1500 or less attack from your hand or deck. Yeah, okay, yeah. So definitely Pepe. Full. I would say Pendulum Magician is like the best one, because there's actually quite a few cards in the deck that have 1500 or less attack, and I think everything else is at least like 1600 or higher, which is pretty crazy. But the third effect reads you can send 1 card from your hand to the grave. Excuse me. Take 1 Allure Queen monster from your deck and either add it to your hand or special summon it to your opponent's field. So it essentially becomes a really bad like kaiju at best. So it's not bad, but you're most likely going to be adding cards to your hand, to be honest. But it'll be interesting to see if these cards actually will actually be like meta relevant. But we will have to wait and see. But there is one more card to talk about in today's video, and it is known as Allure Dance, which is a continuous spell, and it says that you can only activate this card once per turn, and you can only use the third effect once per turn. The first effect reads, when this card resolves, you can add one Allure Queen monster or 1 Allure Palace from your deck to your hand. Which we all know, every time a card has a when effect, you're gonna end up mistiming. You're gonna miss timing because of the fact that once you drop dance on board, your opponent is gonna end up comboing off, and you're not gonna be able to get the effect off where you get the Rhoda slash terraforming effect off, and you're not gonna be able to get it. You're not gonna be able to get Palace. You're not gonna be able to get any Allure Queen monster. Essentially, it just sits there like a fucking zombie. So honestly, I think cards like Dark Ruler No More, and cards like Raigeki and Duster, you know, those old school cards are definitely going to be cards that you're going to want to use with this deck, because if you activate Dark Ruler No More and then Harpy's Feather Duster, or perhaps the other way around, that'll give you access to activate Dance, use its effect, and you're off to the races from there, which is pretty cool. The second effect reads, each Allure Queen monster you control gains attack equal to the attack of the monsters equipped to it by its own effect. Alright. So because that Allure Queen level 7 has 1500, if you were to equip, let's say you were to equip, I'll say, Odd Eye's Pendulum Dragon. Literally level 7 would go up to 4,000 attack, which is pretty insane. And then the third effect reads, you can send one other spell or trap you control to the grave. Special summon as many Allure Queen monsters with different names as possible from your graveyard. Basically, you have a multi-monster reborn, which is pretty cool. Honestly, I don't know. Again, I don't really know if we're ever gonna see these cards get played, but it'll be interesting to say the very least. But speaking of Allure Queen level 3, 5, and 7, ironically enough, those are the reprints for Battles of Legend Terminal Revenge. It is actually all 3 Allure Queen level monsters. Level 3, 5, and 7 are the reprints. Honestly, I'm excited for this set to come out. I think this is probably going to be probably one of the most talked about, but one of the most underrated Battles of Legend sets in the game. So it'll be interesting to see if any of these cards are going to be meta. Maybe we might see them at a future YCS. Who knows? But with that being said, that will do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys want more card discussions in the future, then make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and follow me on all of my social media. All of my ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.